Eastern running back Taiwan Jones has been named to the watch list for the 2010 Walter Payton Award, which is basically the Heisman Trophy of the championship subdivision. Jones averaged an eye-popping 7.5 yards per carry as a sophomore, finishing with 1,213 yards rushing and 15 touchdowns. He was second in the nation with 195 all-purpose yards per game. Jones is one of 5 Big Sky players on the 20-man watch list. Eastern's Eric Meyer won the Payton Award back in 2005.
A school record 220 yards plus in rushing, 60 yards more in receiving, over 300 yards in total offense. Those are the offensive numbers of Eastern Washington Eagle running back Taiwan Jones from Saturday's win over Montana. To say he is an exciting player would be to cheat those who watch him. To say he is an electrifying player would be to cheat Jones himself. He's the most explosive player playing football in our area and one of the best players that most of the country has never heard of. After the opener against Nevada, coaches were telling their counterparts at Eastern they wouldn't see another player like that the rest of the season. That included the rest of the WAC conference and a Pac-10 team in California. In his short time at Eastern, the junior from California has been shredding every team that he plays against every time he touches the ball. But watching him on TV or on videotape doesn't do this man justice. You need to see him in person. He's got less than 2 years left in Cheney, and with 4 more home games remaining this year, and say if the Eagles play 6 next year, we're running out of days to see one of the best players to ever wear the uniform at Eastern. Jones and the Eagles will be back on October 9th at home. If you're a fan of football, you owe it to yourself to check out Jones. It may be a long time before we can eyeball another like him.
All-American running back Taiwan Jones decided to skip his senior season with the Eagles and enter the NFL draft. The junior hired an agent, so there's no going back on that decision. The Big Sky Co-Offensive Player of the Year ran for over 1,700 yards this season and had more than 2,400 all-purpose yards despite missing the last 2 games in Eastern's run of the national title with a broken bone in his foot. Eagles head coach Bo Baldwin says the decision isn't necessarily a surprise, as he knew Jones and his family had been considering the NFL for some time now.
We're going to wish him the best. I mean, my biggest thing with Taiwan is I thank him for what he did bring to us, you know, for the 4 years he was here. 1 as a redshirt, 1 as a defensive back, and then 2 as an amazing running back, one of the best players to ever play at the school and in this conference. So, you know, we wouldn't be in the position we are in right now if it wasn't for Taiwan.
Into the 2011 NFL Draft, Raiders owner Al Davis and coach Hue Jackson were looking for another explosive player to add to the roster, and they got one with 4th-round pick Taiwan Jones. And it didn't take long for him to prove to the Raiders that they made the right choice.
Play clock at 4, 3. Big hole, Jones may score. 10, 5, touchdown, Raiders.
What a series for Taiwan Jones.
Taiwan Jones from Eastern Washington. I was drafted in the 4th round, 125th pick, and I'm an Oakland Raider now.
Today we discovered a young runner in Taiwan Jones, which I thought exactly what he was, he is.
I ran a 4.25 at my pro day. I did track a lot, and I got the team of my career at Eastern Washington playing football, and I was faster than most people out there. That's part of my game, is speed.
He's the fastest man I've ever seen.
Really?
Push off. That guy's fast. Like, especially things he's done in practice, like say catching sweeps and catching screens, and he just, I don't know, hits it here.
A lot of people would downplay me because of my size. You know, I'm taller and a little on the lighter side as far as a running back. But you know, when those plays are called for me to go between the tackles, I'm not afraid to do that. You know, I just want to show everybody that I'm tough too, and not just a track guy on the field.
This is another athlete who has unquestioned ability to put the ball in the end zone. And now he's a Raider. So there's no question why he's here. We know what he's capable of doing, and we're looking forward to him doing that.
It's Taiwan Jones, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the Coliseum.
Jones, a rookie out of Eastern Washington.
The weapons they have, and a lot of those weapons aren't playing here tonight. Their top 3 receivers and their top running back, and they're still moving the ball pretty well.
2nd down and 10, getting him by the shirt, Taiwan Jones. It's taken down by Scott. Under pressure. Gets it off to Jones with room to roam. Flag is thrown, however. And Jones will take it inside the 5-yard line, but a marker early in the play. And the Raiders already starting to come back.
Yeah, they got a pick on the slot guy, and it was not too subtle of one either. Brandon Myers.
Offense, number 83, 10-yard penalty. Replay, third down.
Brandon Myers will take over for the Raiders, the one-time Baltimore Raven. #1 pick, who was going to be their quarterback in the future, but that didn't pan out. He hands the ball off to the rookie out of Eastern Washington, Taiwan Jones, for a first down. Around the left side he goes.
I'll tell you what, Taiwan Jones was supposed to run inside. Watch this move. One of the linebackers, I didn't get the number, is right down his wheelhouse. That's Scott Shanley, and Taiwan Jones bounces that. Starting to believe it.
Well, he's been hurt, so he's seeing his first action right now. And again, you've got a backfield with McFadden and Bush. They also have Michael Bennett on the team. So Jones trying to make his mark. And again to the right side with a nice little slip move there at first, and then he gets taken down by Jolan Dunbar after a short gain.
Advantage and what the Raiders are doing here.
Jones again.
Wow.
Jones, a very impressive beginning to this half after the 43-yard line on concrete disguised as dirt. Second down and 6.
That's really the first Sean Rogers kind of play, though, I've seen.
Jones again. What a series for Taiwan Jones. Touchdown. $22 yards.
This time it's going to be Cooper Carlisle right here getting just enough of the linebacker on the tail end of this thing. But they were telling us this Taiwan Jones is just a flash. And they really felt like that with all the injuries that Darren McFadden's had, they had to have a backup. They may have something more than that. Derek Hagan with a little veteran hold.
Third, Taiwan Jones, 17-17. I think we're going to see a little bit more Taiwan Jones.
Man, there's a kid that ran for 1,700. Scott Shanley, I got him now. I don't got him. That's like Barry Sanders used to do to guys. Ran a 4.33, and I think all the Raiders run 4.33 or something close to it. But you can see he just has a certain little wiggle to him that wide receiver kind of role.
Many subplots there. Trent Edwards is the quarterback, and there goes Jones again. Taiwan Jones making a splash. In regard to Pryor, we're talking about a lot of things here. Number one, was he going to get drafted in the supplemental draft? Some people thought maybe not.
That's fine with him. I'm not sure he wants to have all that dredged up again and relive.
Indications are it won't. Meanwhile, here is Jones, and Taiwan Jones out to the 49-yard line. We're talking about him in camp as a possible future star, and he's showing a lot of that tonight.
I tell you, he's got a little Chris Johnson in him, and I know that's some kind of statement, but we haven't seen anybody be able to get this kid on the ground so far. That's about the second time tonight we've seen him come to a complete stop. One of the major stories is the play of Taiwan Jones, who was essentially the third-string running back. But he has some magic to him. Not only has he been running inside, he has been making people look silly on the outside. Tremendous speed, but sometimes those speed guys, it doesn't translate when you're running between the tackles. Johnson, it seems to translate for Taiwan Jones.
From the 22-yard line, Jones again. Through the middle, he goes to
Jones in the backfield, and Carr goes to Taiwan Jones. Gets by Davis. Another missed tackle by Williams. Another missed tackle by Gilchrist, and he's off to the races. Touchdown. Derek Carr, 4 touchdown passes today for the Raiders.
Just keep an eye on Demario Davis. This could have been a gain of 2 or 3, Kevin. He's right there to make the play, and he's not able to make the tackle. Now watch all these missed tackles. There's a missed tackle. Whoa. There's a missed tackle. Another missed tackle. I mean, this is sloppy football. This will drive Todd Bowles to drink.